I get a cup of coffee?
Yeah, sure. You like it black, right?
Yeah, thank you, man.
Oh, wait, Chris, I got you this. Holy
Hey everyone, it's Chris from HEDERA, bringing you guys another review we do this month, and this time it is The Clash's Rock the Casbah. And we did not just record that skit to wake up Chris, because we did not record that video last night. But here we are. This is a really fun song. It's one that we have looked at in the past and we're excited to bring you right now. Rock the Casbah is off of The Clash's 5th album entitled Combat Rock, recorded at Electric Lady Studios and released on CBS Records on May 14th, 1982. That album shares another single that you definitely know, entitled Should I Stay or Should I Go? This song is unique to The Clash because it's written by Topper Headon, who is their drummer. Most of the writing that The Clash did is by, instead, Joe Strummer, lead guitarist, lead singer, lead songwriter. But instead, Topper stayed back in the studio one day, came up with the piano melody first, which is kind of the main riff of the song, and then kept on running with that, creating the drum part, bass line, etc. When he met the group the next day, Joe Strummer and the band were really impressed with it. The only thing they didn't love were the lyrics that Topper put together. So instead, Joe Strummer had a couple lines in the back of his mind, namely, Rock the Casbah and Let That Rock It Drop. And in the process, he created a fabulous telling of a Middle Eastern ban on Western rock music. And it creates a pretty fun story. The Clash are interesting in this song because they're objectively punk. They're a punk band, but they have a lot of new wave influences. And here you can really hear it with their use of sampling later on, and what I would say the use of a piano as a melodic instrument. Doesn't exactly hit me as punk. So why are we covering this now? Well, we learned it a while back, kind of forgot about it a little bit. Then I was reading Jeff Tweedy's memoir entitled Let's Go So We Can Get Back, in which he mentions an article by Lester Bangs, who's a famous rock journalist. And he mentions how Lester Bangs traveled along with The Clash and wrote an article talking about the encounters of his time. Luckily for me, I was able to find that article in a book called Psychotic Reactions and Carburetor Dung, and it's fantastic. If you have any interest in The Clash or Lester Bangs or rock and roll, check out that article. And what did we do differently with the song? Well, not much, and that feels pretty cool to say. We kind of ran with the primary components of what The Clash did and altered only a few things. For instance, the drum kit, pretty much the same. Vocal line, pretty much the same. The guitar, pretty much the same, at least rhythm guitar. And the bass, pretty much the same. What we did change, we don't have an in-tune piano, so instead, Anthony Formisano played the Fender Rhodes. And we don't have a sampler like The Clash had. So instead, we wanted to keep the concept of digital synthesis, and we used an analog synthesizer, the Korg Minilog, and we added some fun sounds there. And what we found with this song, especially when playing it live, is that while on the recording it keeps so much energy because they keep layering things and adding samples and adding all kinds of crazy instrumentation like different percussion, we needed to change it in a different way. That way live it would maintain that energy. So the third chorus we turned into a little instrumental section, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. So that's what we got for you guys this month. That's this month's VU Adieu, and it is Rock the Casbah by The Clash.
Now the king told the boogeyman, I have to let that rocker drop. The oil down the desert way has been shaken to the top. The shaky drove his Cadillac. We went cruising down the hill. The music was ascending down the radiator grill. Gary don't like it. Hey, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. Gary don't like it. Hey, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. By order of the prophet, bend that funky sound. Degenerates the faithful with their crazy Casbah sound. They brought out the electric kettle drum, the local guitar pickers with his guitar picking thumb. Soon as the shabby cleared the square, they began to wail. Now we don't like it. Hey, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. Shabby don't like it. Hey, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. Over at the temple, are they really packing in? The crowd says it's cool to dig the shanty thing. And as the wind changed directions and the temple bent to fire, the crowd caught away, the crowd caught away, a crazy Casbah child.